Welcome, everybody, even though no one's here yet. But either way, if you're watching this as a VOD, then you might appreciate the welcomes, regardless. But tonight's live stream is going to be all about my live review of the Electro Voice RE27ND, which is a microphone that I've actually been using for streaming for quite some time. And because my review for it came out just earlier today, it means that I'm scheduled to stream with it tonight. So yeah, here I am. And even though you've already heard this microphone on streams quite a few times already, this time I'm gonna talk about it. Let me just make sure, of course, as usual, that I am actually live on every platform that I'm supposed to be live on. Those being Twitch and YouTube, of course. Okay, so YouTube immediately says I'm live, which I appreciate. Let me just make sure that I can... Okay, good. I'm muted on that end. Let me just refresh the page here on Twitch. And it says I'm live. Let me click on that stream, and there we go. Okay, now I'll be able to check what's going on both sides, and everything should be good. Oh, there is a new message. It's just a period there. I wonder what that means for me. YouTube. Well, thank you for being on YouTube. I mean, I am assuming that that's what you're referring to, of course. Hi. Well, hello to you as well. I hope that you're doing well, pretty well tonight. Hope everything is going well so far. Tonight's stream is just going to be a pretty chill one, but it is mostly going to be based around this microphone. Like, this is going to be the whole topic of conversation. Sort of. But yeah, well, we're going to work around that at least. Okay, so like, I'm trying to set up this secondary camera to have around so that like whenever I either get back into gaming on live streams, or if I ever decide that I want to do like live drawings and stuff, I wanted to have this camera over here right above me. Let me actually see if I can reveal it for a moment. Okay, there you go. So this is what it looks like. This is what my setup down here looks like. So over here I've got my keyboard, and over here I've got my my editing console. I've got my stream deck over here, my Go XLR over here, and then I've got obviously my microphone here, and I've also got things like my mouse pad and my mouse right here. I tend to, well, I tried to keep this pretty clean at least, but yeah, there we go. And I kind of want to have like a desk that I can just like bring in and just like start drawing right on it, so that people can actually see it and stuff. And I think that it would be a pretty cool way of interacting with everybody. So I don't see why not. But yeah, I just kind of figured that I would go ahead and show that off. But I also need to remap this camera to like one of the buttons on my stream deck. But here we are, and here we go. I am going to wait just a little bit longer as well to see if anybody else ends up jumping in as well, before I just start rambling and going on about this microphone. Hello there, Attack. Bloody Fedora. I won't be able to talk much today. I'm working currently on 2 things. Well, maybe 3. But the third one is personal, not obligatory. No worries, buddy. I very much appreciate you stopping by at all. If you just want to listen today, that's perfectly fine. No need to worry. I appreciate you telling me though. I do. Oh, and by the way, actually, I did change a couple of the rewards last time, like for the points redemption thing. So I did reduce the cost of VIP from 150,000 to 100,000, and I did add a couple of other things. I know you guys had ideas, so I can for me to include like hydration and stuff like that. So now it's on there, but I'm pretty sure you know from the last time. I will still be here in case any bots are harassing and You need me. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Last time was so gnarly because I wasn't expecting uh that barrage. I know, I was there. Yeah. I, I was not expecting so many people to be there. I need to have like moderators on YouTube as well. Probably for that exact same reason because that influx actually came from YouTube. So I need to uh figure out how to do that on YouTube, but I think it is harder to make people mods on YouTube. I'm not sure why, but I haven't even found like the option for doing it. Well, I guess I'll find out in due time. I have to. I need people over there too. Whoops. Hang on. Give me just 1 second. And okay. Alrighty. Back into action. Yeah, you need mods on both places. I don't know how mods work on YouTube, if there even is an option there. There should be an option there. Pretty sure that there would be. In fact, while I'm here, I may as well take a look and see what I can do about that, because that is pretty... I mean, it is just something that I should really try to do, considering everything that went down last time and all of the inappropriate things that were being said. So I'm trying to see here. There's nothing about like blocked words or anything like that. Approved users, that's not the same thing. Oh, moderators. Okay, so there is actually one moderator here. Paste the channel URL of a user to add it. Okay, I actually just found it. So Bloody Fedora, what is your YouTube again? And maybe actually... Huh. Maybe that won't work. Oh, Angelical Wisdom. Okay, let me see. Angelical Wisdom. Oh, Wisdo. Actually. Why is it Wisdo? Angelical Wisdo. Okay, let me see if I can... No users found with a... What? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Paste the channel URL or a user to add as a moderator. Oh. I'm not sure if you need to have a channel directly for that. I have the face of a moon, godlike from Pillars of Eternity. I mean, it's not really letting me add you for some reason. Like it's trying to be very specific with it. With the rulings around that, like it's just so weird. I will talk there. Sure thing, no problem. Let's see how it goes over on that side. Message retracted, message retracted, message retracted from the YouTube side. So it looks like those messages are actually now gone. They must have been deleted by the user. Hello, here is my account. Okay, let's see. Angelical Wisdo. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, for some reason it's just straight up not letting me. I'm not sure how I would change that exactly. Let me see. Hold potentially inappropriate chat messages for review for live chat. Yeah, you know what? I guess I'm just gonna do that for now. Because at this time, it's just not letting me add anybody. Whoa. No, come back. Come back. Ah, actually deleted something that I was not supposed to delete here. Oh, what a mess it has been. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It is fine. It'll just have to be as it is. Like, once I figure out exactly how it's done, I promise to, of course, add you as per usual. So no worries on that front. And thank you for offering, of course, as per usual. Strange, but yeah, it is that guy. I am Angelical Wisdom. I can see that much. Welcome in. It's both Bloody Fedora and Angelical Wisdom. They're the same person. Who would have ever known? And I was actually taking a look at Darkest Dungeon as of recently, for like games to stream and things of the like, and I'm still not entirely sure if I would just get like the base game to get a feel for it, because like the base game is a lot cheaper than what it is with like the rest of the content. It's like $25 just on its own, and if it goes on sale, then it's an even nicer price. But right now, I'm actually trying to take a look at the price, because I did see that Steam was actually having some sales, so I do want to take a look. Let me see. Okay, no, Darkest Dungeon is still unfortunately $25. It's not on sale yet. But oh well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait for it. And no, it is intentional. I wanted to invert the M in wisdom. How come? Is there a particular reason for it? But I couldn't, so I wrote a W instead. Wait. I'm confused. I mean, like, if you inverted it, isn't that the same thing as, well, I mean, like, didn't you end up accomplishing the same thing regardless? Is my question. I do have a strong feeling that Darkest Dungeon might go on sale at sometime soon, and I very much hope it does. For the sake of saving some money over here. There's the Ancestral Edition, and then there's just like the base game. That's most likely the one that I would end up going for, if anything. Just try and get a little bit more comfy. Oh man, it looks like Tuesday is a very busy day for people, which I totally understand. Oh, yep, but not exactly. I wanted to invert the letter with those whack things. One do with the letters. I'm still so confused. What whack thing are you talking about exactly? I'm just a little bit stuck in that regard. Like, huh? What do you mean? And I suppose that we can actually start transitioning over to the just chatting section. For now, at the very least, and yeah. Half-Life Alyx is on sale right now for $36. That's actually pretty good considering all of the other sales that we have been seeing. They just haven't been nearly as good as this. So I think I'm actually going to buy this because I've kind of been wanting to buy this game for quite some time so that I can play it in VR, but I never really got around to it. But this time it looks like I'll be able to, so I'm gonna try to do that. Those things that you do when writing a comment, I sometimes see people breaking the letters in different fashions. I don't know how they do it, if they use a different font or something. I mean, that's so interesting. I thought that like people's usernames and stuff on Google were limited to specifically one font, which is just like whatever Google wants you to have. So I do find that pretty interesting, to be honest. All right, Half-Life Alyx. I can't believe I'm making this purchase right now. I was not expecting to make a purchase like this at all tonight. But it's like, it's on such a good sale right now that I kind of have to get it. And I would end up putting my Oculus Quest 2 to use after some time. It has been a while since I've last properly used it. Then I have the ability of earning freaking Steam points for whatever that means, but let's go with the purchase. Oh, and I actually think I hear my nephew. I think he woke up from his nap, so I wouldn't be too surprised if he ends up coming down here. Which, if he does, I hope that you guys welcome him with open arms. He is the one that truly runs the show, even if we don't want to admit it. How big exactly is this game? Oh my goodness, this game. So this game is actually 67.90 gigabytes big. So this is going to be pretty ridiculous. I'm not even going to like begin the download or installation of this thing probably until tomorrow or something. But yeah, if I try to stream while downloading this, there's no way that I'll be able to do either or efficiently. So maybe not the best move. It's such a massive game though, Jesus Christ. You would have never thought. You know what? What I should do is actually press cancel and just leave a note on my to-do list for tomorrow and just say install Half-Life Alyx. There we go. Now that is a mission statement. That is a mission for tomorrow indeed. And yeah, so my to-do list for tomorrow is actually not the cutest. I'm going to be quite busy tomorrow. Still, it has been such a incredibly busy week so far, especially since I started editing for that other channel again. They've been requesting me again, so I'm doing work for them again, and this time they have bigger scripts than before, and they're trying to go for like a very specific tone, and it's like a very quirky and like corny tone to like their scripts and stuff. So it's like, oh gosh, I'm not super quirky. Corny, sure, but not really all that quirky. Although I can see that people will call me out for misspelling wisdom. It is a W after all. Yeah, it is a W. I mean, I figured that it was supposed to be wisdom, or either that, or you just added an S for widow by accident. But even then, like, that still brings about the question. I did place the W instead of inverting the M, but whatever. I may change the username later on if I feel like it. Sure thing if you feel like it. It's just so different from bloody Fedora, you know? Maybe to match my Twitch account, I'm not sure. Yeah, like probably so. I mean, I definitely know you as Bloody Fedora. I don't really know you so well as Angelica Wisdo. I wonder, like, which username did you create first? I, I'm, I'm guessing that it was probably the YouTube username that came first. And I mean, that's just my guess. I should probably check something out on Rakuten as well while I'm at it. This could definitely come in handy. So Rakuten is like this rewards program thing where whenever you buy anything online, you get like a little bit of cash back for it. And because I just had to recently buy the Aston Stealth microphone that has been requested for a review on here. I mean, that was a pretty big purchase, so I'm like trying to see if I did end up getting like any kind of cash back for it at all, but I don't think I did. So let's see. Shopping trips. Okay, I mean, I recognize actually that I did make a purchase yesterday and that one did apply. But for some reason there was like no cashback on that purchase. Why not? That's so dumb. In my old account, Black Fedora. In my new account, just my name instead of Angelical. Okay, oh, interesting. So like your actual name. Instead of like just a username. Later, I changed to that. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Interesting. I've always thought that it was like kind of interesting to like name your accounts after yourself and stuff, because like I'm just so used to having usernames my entire life. So it's just so interesting. But for the second channel, there is going to be some of that, since that's actually going to be more so like more opinion based and stuff. Suspicious Mikey says, hello, I have awoken from a nap. Hello, Suspicious Mikey, and thank you very much for dropping by. I very much appreciate it. How was your nap, after all? I hope it was good. I'm personally not much of a napper. If I try to take a nap at all, when I wake up, I will end up feeling like poo. Nap was good, but it lasted 20 minutes. Oh, really? I mean, hey, is that usually like the types of naps that you take? I feel like most people do tend to take longer naps, if anything. Usually my naps are 3 hours. There you go. Now that's a nap. Now that makes more sense. Okay, I see that. Again, like I'm usually not really much of a nap person, and that's because when I take a nap and when I wake up, I end up waking up all tired and like with a headache. Like I feel like I missed sleep, or like I just got like punched and finally like awoke from like being unconscious for like, I don't know, like let's say 2 hours maybe tops for any nap that I've taken. Article 337 of the Civil Process Code, Insys 1313. Now to text. I hate this. Is that Is that your assignment, I presume? I live off of naps because I can't sleep for long. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. I very much am. Just considering that having a good night's sleep is so good. Like just like going to bed, waking up, you do things throughout the entire day, and then finally you just go back to bed and you only do it once. I mean, that's what I would personally prefer, of course, but I mean, like my parents take one nap every day as well, like after waking up and stuff, because like they end up feeling tired sometime in the afternoon again, like at around 1 or 2, so like they end up taking a short nap. And in fact, I think that pretty much everyone I know naps. I think I'm like the only person that really tries to stay away from it. And I know that this might be a bit redundant here, but tonight's live stream was actually supposed to be a live review of the microphone that I've been streaming with for the past month or so. And here I am. RC Maniac, Basher RC. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. What are you going over was your question, I believe, right? Let me just make sure. Okay, yes. What are you going over? I mean, if anybody has any questions, I would be more than happy to answer, of course. I can just talk about my experiences with this microphone. But essentially, most of it is going to be just based off of like a mic test, right? So like I would be speaking into this microphone the entire time, and then you would be able to like make up your own opinions about this microphone from that, and specifically from the standpoint of live streaming. So since I'm streaming right now, it might be a totally different vibe than what it would be from like a scripted video that has been organized and prepared. So like in this case, it is just more so like more casual, and just for the sake of being able to answer questions live and things of the like. I was actually interested in the Loupedeck CT and how that's going. Oh, well, now that you ask, actually, allow me to switch camera angles, because I think this would be ideal right now. Okay, so this is my desk set up right here, basically. My Loupedeck CT is right here. And essentially, this thing, I think, is extremely expensive for what it is, but if it speeds up your workflow, it could be worth it. Like if it helps you be faster at your job, then it means that you could get more work done at a time. And so far, it has still been that way. I haven't really like done too much more to like customize this Loupedeck. I've kind of just like gotten it and bought the stuff that I needed for DaVinci Resolve. And then I've just been using that. So like essentially this is what it would end up looking like. It would just switch over to like a window like this, basically, over here. And then like from here, I can just do things like for example, I can just like navigate through the timeline like that. I can play and pause. I can just like transition between like different windows or different tools that would be useful between like different like windows within Resolve itself. This has been great at speeding up my workflow because I mean I've got an actual knob. I can just play and pause like right then and there. I got my save button right here, my undo button right here. I got my cut. I got like my razor tool right here, and I've got like my regular selection tool right here, and I got my delete button right here. Everything is just properly labeled, and because they're labeled as undo and save and things of the like, it does help out quite a bit, I have to say. So yeah, like this has been a very good device so far for like the kind of work that I do. I do wish that I could take even more advantage of it right now, but that still requires like a lot of practice. Things like these just have a pretty big learning curve, I would say. Yeah, thanks. That does make sense, buying the Stream Deck as well as the CT. So you can use the CT as a Stream Deck already. So, you don't really have to buy them in tandem, because I use them both for very different reasons, really. I don't really edit with the Stream Deck. I tried to at one point, but I don't really do so anymore. So this is a great tool for streaming. This does both very well. So if anything, I would probably just get the Loupedeck CT instead. Blood Fedora says, yeah, it is the assignment for today. We have to contest someone's claims, but first we need to argue errors, mistakes, or anything according to the law that would cause the process to be reviewed, canceled, or archived. I see. And how do you feel about that topic? And that is a pain. Oh, I just read that part. I see. So now I know how you actually feel about it. Mr. Gamer says, it's cool. I like it very much. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. This is indeed a great microphone. Shall I get moderator? Perhaps. Who knows? I appreciate you volunteering, though. First and foremost, I actually have to figure out how to even do that on YouTube, if I'm completely honest. The Ultimate says, what's up, man? How you doing? I like the top cam. Oh, well, thank you. I'm doing okay. I'm mostly just like thinking again about what I'm supposed to be doing next. And yeah, that is indeed going to be taking precedent in my mind for a bit tonight. Ryle. Oh, you guys want Ryle again? I'm actually kind of happy that you haven't exactly given up on Ryle. But if I'm honest, I'm not exactly in the mood for Ryle at the moment. So maybe next time. Maybe next time we'll do it. So, keep your chins up. RC Maniac, thanks for answering all of my questions. I really like your videos. Well, thank you for stopping by, and I'm really glad that I was able to help you out in some way. I very much am. And again, if anybody has like any questions along the way, I would be more than happy to answer them in any way. You know what you can be in the mood for, though? What would that be? I wonder. What would that be? I hope I don't regret answering that question. But let's see. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt here. I'm going to keep my guard up. Just by your smile, I already know what you did. You meanie? What do you mean? I haven't done a single thing. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm always smiling. I'm always in a great mood, you know. This is just how I am on your day-to-day basis. So I have no idea what you're getting at over here, Mr. Ryle. Okay, like none. So I'm going to have to ask you to not make any assumptions. Thank you. I do wonder though, like, what do you think? Hang on, I'm gonna take a look in just a second. There we go. Okay. It's like resolve is like, don't touch me right now. I'm saving. I'm like, okay. You meanie. How about a Russian character? Oh, you spent the points, didn't you? You spent the points, didn't you? You spent the points, didn't you? I suppose I am now stuck having to do the thing that I do to be the Russian man. So what things would you like me to say while I'm in character? Michael Gornabok, uh, Korbashov. My apologies. Just kidding. I think I pronounced that last name correctly. I'm not very fluent in the Russian language, unfortunately. Never thought I would get this far. I literally have no idea. Is that so? Well, now you do have the 500 points. You are at the moment the boss, but you do still have employment restrictions. You shall not attack your employees. The guy from Coraline? Coraline. Is that what you wanted me to say? I don't get it. You're strange. I thought I was supposed to say the vulgar stuff, but I suppose not. I suppose somebody is afraid of asking for the vulgar stuff. No, act like the guy from Coraline. I do not know who that guy is, actually. I have no idea who that man is. You're going to have to forgive me here. I wish I knew better, but I don't. And plus, unfortunately, you did not spend the points on the voice acting part. So, unfortunately, that is not a thing. Oh, wait a second. Redeem voice and the. Oh no, yes you did. Yes you did. My apologies. Where are you from? At the moment, I am Russian. Thank you for asking. Where are you from? Act like the guy from Coraline. I really do wish that I knew better in that regard, but unfortunately, I am a little bit stuck. I do have a question though. Are you guys by any chance interested in a review of the Razer Tartarus Pro? I am working on one regardless, but I wanted to know your 2 cents, or perhaps if you did have like a different product in mind, I wouldn't mind either. Where did I put the A-roll for the video? Let me see. I'm trying to do my work right now. Okay, there we go. Now I can actually transfer that over here. Do the thing. There we go. Now all I have to do is just do the saving, and now I can just go ahead and close the DaVinci Resolve for now until I'm ready once more. That guy from Coraline? You mean Wyborn Lovat? Maybe watch a snippet of a clip. I think his name was Bobinsky. I'm going to try. No, Bobinsky, the Russian acrobat. I'm going to try. Hopefully I'm not going to get in trouble with the YouTube, but let us see what happens over here. A Bobinsky, interesting. Yo, can I get a mod in here? Thank you very much for asking and offering. At this time, I'm not entirely sure if that is something that I can promise right off the bat. But however, I am indeed looking for moderators, considering everything that went down. Okay, so I'm going to check Bobinsky. Let us see, Bobinsky Coraline. Let us take a look. Oh, okay. Let us see, Mr. Bobinsky.
Hello? I think our mail got mixed up.
I have to continue to talk to make this
Should I leave it
transformative.
outside,
I don't want to have any issues, of course. If you want moderation on YouTube, you can set up a Streamlabs bot. Is that the case? I might be able to do that then, if that is the case, if it does make things a little bit easier.
Famous jumping mouth circus not ready. Little girl.
Circus? Oh, I brought this for you.
Novice here.
Huh?
New cheese samples?
Novice here. Novice here. Well, I have to be this man for how long? It is just not ready. I watched it like 1,000,000,000 times. Sounds like it is a pretty good movie, huh? I was obsessed with Caroline growing up. I have never... Coraline, my apologies, I keep screwing it up. I mean, you don't really need the bot. You can probably just appoint a user with mod using the YouTube Studio. I tried doing that, but I was actually having some issues with that. It's actually an amazing movie, but it is extremely creepy. Is it so? Is it just because of the stop of motion? That is probably what I would think. And then over here, Moinuddin Ahmed 45 says, I'm from Bangladesh. I see. I have met my fair share of Bangladesh people over here. A lot of nice people for sure. Suspicious Mikey, I have a vague memory watching it anytime I would eat the pizza rolls. I do like the pizza rolls. For this movie, how long is this movie exactly? LOL? That was definitely a popcorn movie for me. The scene with the food is one of my favorite scenes. I could just watch the entire movie right here, right now. I am just kidding, I cannot do that. I will get in trouble with the YouTube. But I suppose that what I can try to do is to try to smell something as aggressively as Mr. Bobinski did. And just go with the... That was probably too aggressive. Ugh, the pop filter. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who hasn't watched it. I may as well give that a go there every now and then where I'm trying to find a little something to watch. I don't see why not. I may as well give that a try at some point. So thank you very much for that recommendation. You are the good Samaritan. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Let's go back to the just chatting window. Ah, yes, now we are back to the just chatting window, where demons gather. But I don't think anybody is quite really going to get that reference, unfortunately, but that is okay. So would you say that Coraline was your favorite cartoon movie? Even though this is actually more like stop motion animation. But I suppose that it is still can be considered a cartoon, right? I might sound like an old man making the presumptions. Definitely one of the best stop motion animation movies of all time, along with Fantastic Mr. Fox. Both movies are golden. Fantastic Mr. Fox, I don't think I've ever watched that one. I changed my name to match my Twitch account tag. Ah, that is good. That means that I am always without fail going to recognize you whenever you're back on the YouTube. I'm very happy about that. It is probably for the betterment as well. So that is the cool for sure. I changed my name to match my Twitch account tag. Here I am. Thank you for verifying your existence on YouTube as well. I do appreciate that quite a bit. I think I've actually gone past my time a little bit, but let me just make sure. I don't want to pretend like the time has passed. Yes, the time has indeed passed, which means that I can just very slowly transition into being Francisco just one more time. And here I go. Feels good to be me again. I'm no longer Mr. Bobinski. Bobinski. Would love to know the true pronunciation. I wish that I could keep playing this without any ramifications right now, but... Oh, it's Bobinski. Okay, got it. Thank you. Torture says, hey, hello, my friend. How are you? Oh, and by the way, I placed an order for the Ascent Stealth microphone, so there is going to be a review on it officially. So let's see when it arrives. I'm excited to test it out myself, considering that should be pretty cool. Wait, I made a small mistake. What's wrong? Oh, like, did you add it to when you didn't need to add it to? Is that what it was? Will you be doing boom arm reviews? I usually don't just review boom arms. A lot of them are very similar in composition, I want to say. But if you guys would be interested in that kind of thing, I think that what I would probably do is just get like a bunch of different boom arms and probably just do like one singular comprehensive comparison video on like a bunch of these boom arms and stuff like that. That's probably the extent that I would go with it. Hey, that's a good idea. Yeah, I can try that. Just thought I would say that I got the SM7B. It's on its way. Oh, that's awesome. Sounds like you finally decided on the SM7B. Do you know what interface you're going to be using? Bloody Fedora says here, I fixed the mistake. Now it is officially the same as the Twitch account. Actually, no, it isn't. It isn't the same, because the only thing that you fix is that the F was capitalized and it's not anymore. But on your Twitch account, the B is also lowercase, and on YouTube, it's still uppercase or in caps. So I should also diminish the B as well, right? Yeah, I mean, like, if you want to make them exactly the same, then sure. I ended up picking up an InnoGear medium heavy boom arm. I saw in a video that it was really easy to move. However, when I got it, it was extremely stiff. Probably because it's new. It'll probably loosen up while it has more use. That is one way of loosening it up. But it could also just mean that the gears aren't on it, just could be pretty tight, and you can actually just loosen it. So like a lot of arms are going to have like these like exposed screws, and you can just go in there and loosen it up that way. Suspicious Mikey says, hearing about Caroline reminded me that I wanted to get a tattoo of Leica, which is both the name of the studio that created Caroline and the name of the first dog in space. Interesting. So is it just like the name Leica, or is it going to be a tattoo of the dog itself? Because it sounds like Leica is just the name of the studio. For a second, I thought that it was like a character in the movie. Torture says, Go XLR. I got that with me now ready. Okay, well, that's awesome. The Go XLR, it must be so relieving to finally have that on you. I remember when I was trying to get mine, it was just so tough. It was so difficult. They were getting scalped up the wazoo, and that still happens nowadays. But I'm looking forward to see what you think of Ascent. I do too. I really want to test it out. I think that microphone looks super interesting. It really is just going to be a matter of getting my hands on that and knowing what the hell it's going to sound like when I finally get it. I'm excited for it too, and that's probably going to be the last XLR microphone that I purchased before I do the whole roundabout comparison of like every XLR microphone that I currently own, because like the microphones that I currently own that I can make that comprehensive video on, going by budget, that are XLR microphones would be the Rode Potomic, the Blue Ember, the Blue Spark SL. I've also got the Stellar X2. I've got the Rode NT1A. I can borrow the RE20. I got the RE27 here. I've got the Shure SM7B upstairs. But there's more. There's definitely more. Oh, there is that microphone that I reviewed recently by CK Mova as well. There is the PreSonus D70, which the review is ready. It just hasn't been posted, so that's about 10 microphones so far, and I think that with the Ascent Stealth, that's going to be 11. So let's see how that goes. I look forward to it. I remember being Loika. Could be Loika. I have no idea personally. Livador says here, and now they are exactly the same with a capital S. Yes, they are, my friend. Suspicious Mikey says, I think I'll go with just the names so it has multiple meanings. I guess so. So that way, because tattoos are usually permanent. So like that way, he can just, like, you can like it for as long as possible. The Ultimate says, oh, cool. Here now they are exactly the same. There you go. Lowercase s. We gone ahead and fixed that up. Yeah, it was, took around 2 months. Yeah, that's an insane amount of time to have to wait for any product, especially if it comes, like, from the same country. I had to wait about, well, like, half as long as you did, but still, I mean, like, even just 1 month is way too long. I was supposed to get mine in July of last year, and like late July, when I placed my order sometime in mid-July, and instead it ended up arriving almost in like mid-August, which was just ridiculous. It was insane, I say. But I don't regret waiting that long, because this interface is most certainly worth the wait. And in fact, now that I do have that camera, I guess I could probably talk about it while, let me see, where are you? While I show it, sort of. It's like over here, stuff to this corner. But this is, the what I'm talking about when I talk about the Go XLR. This is it. You only see like pink buttons over here, and then like they turn blue whenever they get activated, but that's custom. You can customize how the colors operate exactly. But Torture, are you trying to get into streaming by any chance? Is that why you wanted this, or is it something else perhaps? Some other project? Oh, and you can also do things like this. So like, for example, this is one thing that you could do with it, and you could sound robotic, or you can also sound like you're speaking through a megaphone right now, and this is what you're currently hearing. I am having a wonderful time, and this is how I would operate such a thing. And then for the voice changer, I would just keep tilting and tilting and tilting and tilting and tilting and tilting until my voice is deep enough. And then finally, when I'm tired of sounding like this, I could just tilt it back over, tilt it back over, tilt it back over, tilt it back over,
tilt it back over, tilt it back over. And this is what you would get in the end.
There we go. But if you want some reverb, you would just twitch it, just turn another knob, and it could sound like this. This is the reverb, which is not to be mistaken by the echo. Echo and reverb are very different. And then there's also a gender button where if you turn it more so in one direction, it'll try and make you sound more like more feminine. And then there's the other one where if you keep turning it in that direction, it'll just try to make you sound more manly, but I don't really think that it works all that well. Like, I do have the manly one turned all the way on, and then for the female one, it's more like this, and this does make more of a substantial difference in that regard. So let me just go back. And you also have your censor button, which I use all of the time. Like, every time I'm going to curse, even if I'm just on Discord, I'll just go. Just for shit and giggles. You sound like a pilot. That means I've achieved what I've been aiming for. Oh yeah. But let me just go back to the previous view to prove that I am indeed just speaking into this. If you wish to make me moderator on YouTube, go for it. Yes, I mean, I would love to make you moderator on YouTube. That has been the intention. Let me try that again then. I'm going to go ahead and give that just one more go. Let's see how that ends up. I feel like me listening back to this, it kind of feels like I'm just, like I'm part of like a really old radio recording or something. And I feel like if I said anything even just like remotely weird or like dark, it would just sound really strange and creepy. Like if I said, something like, I'm like trying to think. Do you see the cattle over there? Yeah, those cattle. They have to get slaughtered. You have to cut them up and serve them to our clients. Don't let anyone see you. These aren't ours. I don't know. That certainly got pretty dark pretty quickly. And I could even add like some voice features here. I could pretend like the devil was speaking straight into the radio. If you're looking bored and blue, we need to take off. Or do you feel like you're in hell? Through radio hell, I guess. Learning all these effects at once is just kind of... yeah. I guess you could create some pretty gnarly stuff with that. And let me see. Okay, so we go back to community, and then let me try just one more time. Bloody Fedora 2, and nope, it still doesn't let me. It says no matching users found, unfortunately. Which, you know, I don't know why. Why it's not letting me for some reason. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be landing soon. Please make sure to have on your seatbelt. Please make sure to have all of your smartphones off on our way down. We're currently going to be landing. We should be arriving at around 8:35 p.m. Eastern time, so do make sure to have your clocks ready, and please put your phones on airplane mode, or do make sure to have them off in case of anything. Shortly after, we're going to have our attendants passing by. They're going to be picking up all sorts of trash, so please make sure to have that ready for our flight attendants. Now, I wish you all a wonderful night. Thank you for arriving at the Miami airport. Have a wonderful night. Forget YouTube, just be a pilot. All I can really do is really like just give them like a pre-recorded one. Record time late. Yes, you are. Indeed, you are. But I know that these streams are like these microphone streams tend to be more like on the shorter side of things. But I actually don't mind hanging out for a little bit longer tonight. If you guys would like that, of course. I don't mind ending it if you guys have better stuff to do as well. Strange. Maybe you need to use my email? I doubt it. I mean, here it's asking for like channel URL. So I don't know, like if you want to send that over through like private chat or something. And then that way I can try to add you. Though it also says, like it says, paste the channel URL of a user to add. Oh yeah, it does have to be the channel URL. That's why. Okay. Okay, so if you have that, please send that over to me, and I think I should be able to make that dream come true. You've been a good moderator on Twitch, so I'd be happy to have you around on YouTube as well. But I guess that for the meantime, I can continue to just play around with these. Okay. Maybe at a pilot mode of 4 points. Oh yeah, sure, actually. I think that would be pretty fun. Just a suggestion. That is a great suggestion, as a matter of fact. I'm going to keep that one in mind for the time being, and as a matter of fact, maybe I should just go ahead and add it right now. Let's see what happens. Pilot mode, in case you want to feel like you're landing while just watching the Tech Summit live streams. Whether it is on Twitch or on YouTube, you'll get your fill, no matter what. Welcome into Radio Tech Summit. I feel like I'm literally on a plane right now. Well, that is indeed probably the best way to go about it. When you put your phone on airplane mode while watching Tech Summit, this is what it sounds like. That was so corny and cheesy. My sincerest of apologies. Ah, yes, thank you, bloody feds. I'm gonna try to implement that now, see what happens. No, not your email, it's like the URL, to your channel. Oh, unless you sent that too and I missed it. Oh no. No, so like, it's more so like your URL. So like my URL, for example, would look something like this. But this is more custom. So, it's like when you click on your username and it takes you like to your channel, it will look something like what I sent you. Alright, so let's go ahead and add a new custom reward. I'm gonna put it in airplane mode. To make you feel like you're in an airplane. I'm just going to leave it pretty vague, like as vague as possible. Require viewer to enter text. No, not really. Or, actually, you know what? Yes. Because that way it'll actually show up on my thing and I'll be able to see it a lot more easily. How much should this cost? Let's make it stupid cheap. There you go. Alright, it has been officially created. So it is now available. But you don't have to spend your points at the moment, clearly. I'm sorry I lagged. What? So what you need, Bloody Fedora, is actually... I don't know why, but it actually is relaxing for some reason. Ah, well, if it does have that effect, then I am happy to include it. It is now on there. I'm sorry I lagged. Essentially what you need is like the link to your YouTube channel. And that's what it's asking for. The ultimate. I think it's also the music in the background that adds to it. I guess so. I mean, like, I guess that auto-tune is kind of used fairly often in, like, lo-fi as well. And, like, to, I don't know, like, just to, like, enhance the mood. Why? Why are we breaking up right now? I don't get it. Do you hate me? Do you love me? I don't know what to do. Do you hate me? Do you hate me? Do you hate me?
Do you hit me? Do you hit me? Do you
OMG. Indeed. It is always a fun time with the voice mods. It's just like so nice having this available. I gotta say. A deflating pilot. Yeah. I guess you could just put it that way. I'm glad I came back to that. Don't say you were gone this whole time. Well, you know what? I guess it was a pleasant surprise. I think I understand. Let me see. Okay, yeah, sure. No problem. You see, if John Moo Firecat were here right now, he would have the opportunity to request to be a moderator, and I would leave it under very deep consideration. I'll probably say no at the end. No, I'm just joking. I think that there should be some other fun effects on here. I know that you can also record like your own sound effects on here. It does have a sound bank for that as well. But at this moment, I haven't really done too much with the sound effects. But then obviously there's like the echo in case you want to feel like you're on top of the world. Alright, I'm going to head out. It's always fun tuning to your streams. Hope y'all have a fun rest of the stream and have a great night, day. I don't know, time zones can be annoying. Yeah, they can be. But either way, The Ultimate, thank you very much for stopping by, and I do wish you a wonderful night. Yeah, hope to see you on the next one, if anything. And that means show up early. I'm just joking. I need to like bring this up to make sure that it is directly onto my mouth. I also have like this little pop filter for it. It's not like one of like the super big ones that you'll find, but this one is actually custom sized specifically for this one, so that whenever I go like poof, poof, Peter Piper picked a patch of pickled peppers, it's not going to be super annoying on the ears. Oh, I don't think I have a YouTube channel. I'm just a user. Weird. So the way that you make a channel is actually, like it's not even going to let you comment on like YouTube videos and things like that. Unless you make a channel. It's like going to force you to like make a channel. How do I check my own channel? So actually, this would be a good opportunity to just show you straight out. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so up here, assuming that you are on PC right now, you would just click on your icon, and then you're going to see this whole drop down over here, and it's going to say your channel. And then you would click on your channel, and it would take you straight to this stuff over here. And this is what it would look like if you had any videos on there whenever it wants to finish loading. So yeah, and then you would just take the link that's up here like from the main page, and you would just copy and paste that. Oh no, yeah, it is indeed pretty simple. Now that I think about it, I do have to put more stuff on the forefront here. I still have to put more merch because there's definitely more than just 7 pieces of merch on the store, so I have to fix that. It's funny too, like my mom was looking at my shop the other day, and she said, "Oh, I like this bag," and I was like, "Oh yeah, you kind of do seem like that kind of bag person." That means I will have to disable ad block. Wait, really? It forces you to do that? That's strange. I do think that that's actually rather strange that it would make you do that. I don't have ad block on my end, but still. Go back to the just chatting window over here. I love this microphone arm. It's just it's way too useful. It doesn't really make any noise. I mean, it kind of has been actually as of late, but I think it's mostly just because of the shock mount here that it's doing that. Let me see. Yeah, what is making that noise? Huh. Okay, yeah, I'm not exactly sure like what part of my mic arm is making that noise. I think it might just be the shock mount actually. Might not even be the arm itself, but oh well. Let me send it to you just a sec. Yep, no problem, no problem. I'll be waiting for just a little bit longer. No worries. Okay, there it is. Okay, I think that should work actually. So let me just go ahead and add that in. Just take that. Let's see what YouTube does with that data. So this time it should be able to work. Ah, there you go. Found you. Okay, so I'm gonna save and now you should be good to go. Right? Hopefully you do have moderator status now. Hopefully. Let me know if anything feels different on YouTube by any chance. I look forward to finding out if anything has changed. Whoops. With that said, I think that's actually good enough for tonight. So I think we've gotten ourselves a pretty chill one. Congratulations on being served. I almost read that verbatim. Alexander Hamilton. Wow. You almost did. Wow. I did. I was trying to be careful. Jamu Firecat literally joins in like on the very last second. He says, I got a 5600X because according to 3 benchmarks, it is actually faster than the or as he wrote it, the 3700X in FPS. Well, that is according to benchmarks. That is not necessarily reflective of real life circumstances. And do remember what graphics card you're going to be pairing it with as well. But that's more so what I was trying to warn you about. Oh yeah, it does say that you are a moderator now. Hello there. Oh yeah, I am a moderator here now. Yep, indeed. Are you not going to thank me for congratulating you? In most cultures, that's frowned upon. Heh, circumstances. You know what? Thank you. Thank you, actually, for those congratulations. I appreciate it. So yeah. So I'm not needing Cloud Lifter for SM7B. No, you do not need a Cloud Lifter for the SM7B at all. What was that? Alexander Hamilton just came through with a follow. Thank you very much for following over here on the Tech Summit channel. He says, no problem. 3070 or 3080, but I will be upgrading the CPU later. Okay, if that's how you feel. Though, according to some research that I was doing today, it does appear like it really does appear like the GPU shortage is only going to be getting worse, because there seems to be a shortage of actual materials needed to make these graphics cards. Actually, apparently, like the 2 industries that have been affected the most have been the automotive industries and the graphics cards industries. Like the CPU industry is actually finally starting to normalize itself a bit, which is pretty good. But graphics cards are going to stay on a pretty bad roll for quite some time. White Fedora says, thanks. I will learn how to use the powers here on YouTube. Yeah, that will be your homework. Suspicious Mikey. I need to stop leaving chat. LOL. WTF. Yeah, you do. Ugh. The audacity. Jiamu Firecat 10 says, to a 5700 or a 5900. X, I'm assuming? Like you're talking about the CPU. I mean, you already have the CPU, no? Like, I don't think that you should upgrade from one CPU of another from the same generation. Like, I mean, I don't think that that's what you're implying. I think that you just mean that you're going to end up upgrading to Ryzen 7 or Ryzen 9 when the time comes, but not necessarily like the 5000 series, because this year we should be seeing already like the 6000 series come out at the end. Watch the LTT video. It talked about GPU shortage. Oh, I did. I watched it already. That's where I got some of the information, but I had already read through a couple of articles in the morning. So like, I was aware that the GPU shortage had only gotten worse. However, he did a really good job at like simplifying everything and helping me understand it better. And it is actually a topic that we discuss in tomorrow's episode of the Tech Summit Podcast, episode number 38, with Christopher, my co-host, still being remote. So we're still doing that, but that's not going to be for too long, I don't think. Either way, the lighting is actually kind of nice, like when it's just one person. So, not that big of a deal. How's Alexander Hamilton here? I thought he died a few years back. Oh, you know, well, the dead always come back to haunt you. And apparently, he's here with a lot of jokes that need to be made. A lot of sentences that have to be read out loud. But that is indeed appreciated either way. His congratulatory message is one to be happy about, I think. But yeah, to you all, I think we've actually gotten to a pretty good point at this rate. I actually, unfortunately, had to get back to work. This has been an especially busy week. But hopefully things will calm down a bit starting next week. That's at least the hope. There are definitely going to be a lot more live streams like this coming up very soon. In fact, I can kind of try to list them up right now. So the next one is going to be on Friday, and then the one on Saturday is going to be with a new microphone. And then after that, we have actually not that many more tests that have to be done after the fact. And after that, we kind of just have the Blue Spark, and we have the Red Dragon Blazar, but that's more of like a USB microphone. And then the the PreSonus D70 and the Ascent Stealth. But then beyond that, probably won't be looking at too many microphones for some time. However, with that said, thank you to all of you for stopping by tonight's live stream. And I do hope to see you on the next one. I wish I could stick around for longer. Unfortunately, work awaits me still. So I wish you all a wonderful night. Have a good one and enjoy. Until next time.